I believe that what is standing between your business today and what it can be from the point of view of revenue and impact is the way you think. And everything else, tactics and marketing, and platforms and this and that, your team even, is 20%. Because if you have a scarcity mindset as a business owner, then no matter what kind of tactics you have, it's very hard to be successful. So in this video, I'm going to unpack it for you. Make sure you watch it till the end. Before we continue, consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell so we can meet again next week. And give this video a like. It's the best way to support this channel so that I'm motivated to create more for you for free. And if you're thinking about starting your business but you don't know what to start with, check out my free training on building your dream business. The link is in the description below. I know what a scarcity mindset is. I used to be there. I came from the Soviet background, and this is where people had nothing. There was this planned economy and there was no room for creativity. There was no space for making things possible, so to say. It was very limited. But now we live in a different kind of environment. The market rules the world so far, and that's why basically everything is possible. And people prove with their examples that you can start with nothing and get everything. So it's really in your mind. But I really had to struggle with this because I came from this kind of background where I was thinking, I don't have anything, I don't have enough, and even I'm not enough. You stop seeing the qualities, you stop being creative when you come from this kind of Soviet background. But I really had to work consciously on my mind, and you have to if you want to change it, because it's a big difference. You have a scarcity mindset or an abundance. And in my case, sometimes I switch to one to another, but mostly I'm in this abundance feeling, actually. And you can change your way of thinking with the question is, do you see a glass half full or half empty? If you are the person who sees the glass and you think, wow, so great, this water, I can drink it, so much potential. This is the abundance, mindset. And if you think, oh, it's only half, it's not enough, it's almost empty, half empty, then you have a scarcity mindset. And the typical features of a scarcity mindset is being envious. You check out your competitors in business all the time and you see what they have achieved, and I don't have it, I'm not enough, nobody wants to listen to me, and so on, these kind of thoughts. And the problem is here with being envious is that the human nature is that if you want to be happy dependent on what you have, then you are never happy. So basically, we have this nature of getting more and more and being greedy and not being happy with what we have. So this is the basic problem of humanity. But if you have a different background, like I had, the circumstances, they kind of add to this kind of mindset, and then it's even worse. But still, it's possible to get out of it. You have to work it. We are almost, here to break down a few points to unpack it for you. So the problem is that we want to control things. We want to keep things. But if we have this mindset, then there is no space for increasing, for improvement, for a change. And you need to be open for a change. You need to be open to see the whole potential and not just to control what you have. Mindset. So if you want to change your mindset to an abundance mindset, you need to think not about what you cannot do or cannot achieve, but about how you can do, how you can achieve. You need to have a how-to attitude to everything. Every time you come with, I can't do it, or it's not possible, you say, how can I do it, actually? And how can I make it possible? You look for solutions. In my other video, I go more into detail on how you create your vision and you fulfill it. Check it out after watching this one. It can be life-changing for you. So how can you do things? Focus on that, on possibilities. So you think how, then you try, and if you fail, it's also okay, because it's a learning process. It's a valuable experience that you get to make sure that you reach results in the future. Most of the people who become successful, they had failures before, and those failures brought them closer to their success. So no matter what happens in your life, if you think you're miserable or you're a failure or you're a loser or whatever, you can change it, yeah? You can really change it all. It's all in your hands. Everybody starts like this. And actually the people who are most successful very often, they start, actually the people who are very successful, they are very often starting with this kind of miserable kind of point, painful point, because this motivated them to take action. And people who have everything kind of, you know, they are not really motivated to make this push, you know, to make this change in their life. So never think that you are not enough, or your circumstances, or pandemic, or inflation, or whatever. You could start your own business today, you know, check out my course on how to start a business on Instagram, yeah? And make it a side hustle. If you have your job, I don't want you to quit your job, actually, before you start something else, and before you learn new things, before you become a different person. It's not about quitting your job. It's about being brave to change, to do new things, to become open to possibilities. And when you have this how-to attitude, then the second very important step is to take action, to get the experience, because everything which is theoretical, your thinking, is not very important, because it doesn't change anything. You know, tomorrow you think something else and you're a completely different person than today. What really changes you is your actions, your experience, because it's inside of you, it's in your whole being, your whole system. It's something that cannot be taken away from you. It's not just some theory which can be taken away from you and you get a new theory in your head. Experience and actions. This is something you never lose. And even if it's a bad experience or some failure, kind of like I failed the first business I made, so what? I started a new one, yeah? I needed that failure, I needed that experience to understand that something was wrong, so I've learned something, and this is very, very precious. It doesn't have to make you feel like a loser or feel like you don't have enough, like scarcity mindset. You don't have to do it, no matter what happens. It's not so much what happens, it's how you think about it and what you take away from it. The third, very important here, if you want to change your mindset from having a scarcity to abundance, is giving. Yes, it's so simple. It is counterintuitive, yeah? But this habit of getting more and being greedy and being envious to other people really makes us small, makes us limit, and makes us want to control and keep what we want. Instead, we need a new habit of being open, of sharing, giving. And you might think, okay, now pandemic, inflation, recession and stuff, but okay, maybe it's not the best time that you start giving, but actually you need to understand that this is how you become rich, This is what makes your mindset, that makes your horizon wider. It's very important, yeah? You can't avoid this if you want to have an abundance mindset. I talk more about giving in this video here. Make sure you check it out after watching this one, so I don't go into details about giving here. And the next one is your community, your surroundings, people you deal with, people you work with, is actually very important because they influence your mindset very much. So surround yourself with people who have abundance mindset. Get a coach, or subscribe to this channel, because on my channel I give a lot of experience, I give a lot of information and share a lot of experience and transformation when it comes to mindset. Yeah? Very important. Your community can be online, can be offline, both is great. Let me know in the comments which of the points you find most important, and also if you can add something to this when it comes to having an abundance mindset. Please do enrich this community with your thoughts. Otherwise, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like. And make sure you watch some other videos of mine, starting with this one. And I will see you in that video.